National Forest Liaison Officer for North East Wales. There are some very, very relieved Bionet people around because up until about 15 minutes ago they hadn't heard from me all day and they thought I wasn't going to show up. So yeah, there we go. This year we're hosting the Bionet Awards 2023 to celebrate the work that everybody's undertaking by local people, communities, organisations and businesses in North East Wales to conserve, protect and enhance biodiversity. Bionet believes it's important to celebrate successes achieved for biodiversity. In the face of ecological emergency, a lot of news we hear has a negative narrative. It's all bad news and dark. But there are lots of people making positive impact through local actions. The awards are split into multiple categories to demonstrate how various actions can achieve a positive biodiversity impact within multiple different sectors. I was lucky enough to be invited to be one of the judges, and then because I didn't upset enough people during the judging, they then asked me to come and do this. So, first things first. The Bionet Award for, let's see if I push the wrong button. Nothing? Next. Richard. Oh, I've killed it. Okay, so the Primary School Award. And the Bionet Award for the primary school that's achieved the greatest biodiversity impact goes to Sandycroft Catholic Primary School. So Sandycroft School have planted over 100 tree saplings around their school grounds through their partnership with Keep Wales Tidy. As well as 120 metres of native hedgerow, they also have several large wildflower areas and a no-mow area around the school grounds. They've installed several large bug hotels and set up hedgehog houses. Congratulations. My button's gone again. There we go. The Volunteer Awards. So the Bionet Award for the volunteer that's achieved the greatest biodiversity impact goes to Diane Wright. So Diane is a committed volunteer with the Wild Ground for several years. During the time, Diane has contributed to many habitat improvements, enhancing nature reserves and ponds for great crested newts. I've only ever seen one once. Recently, Diane has helped build a dead hedge to act as a wildlife corridor that will eventually run the length of the reserve, and Diane also takes part in surveying on the site, and she's particularly adept at identifying dragonflies and butterflies. Well done. Thank you. The High School Award. The Bionet Award for high school that's achieved the greatest biodiversity impact goes to Prestatyn High School. So Prestatyn High School planted a hedge around the school playing field with hundreds of saplings and fruit trees, created several mini ponds and wildflowers, areas used to seed and turf, installed bird boxes, bat boxes and bug hotels, retain dead wood on site as habitat and vertebrates to create a dead hedge. And also they have goats, because I was there visiting the other day and they're very cool. Thank you very much, guys. Well done. Business Awards. Bionet Award for business that achieved the greatest biodiversity impact goes to Care and Repair, D Park in Shotton. I know these two quite well. So, Care Repair They're a non-profit organisation who help older people to live independently through repairs, adaptations and home maintenance. Doesn't sound like the kind of thing to do with biodiversity. Slightly outside their usual remit, they now manage Dee Park in Shotton as a community green space and are working to enhance it for biodiversity and local people alike. This includes maintaining and enhancing existing habitats, meadows and coppice, as well as creating new habitats through planting 300 metres of native hedgerow. They've also put in 55 standard trees. They've created reptile refuges, habitat piles, set up a regular survey and support the reptile population on site. They've also got lots of bird boxes, bird feeders. And they've done all this whilst involved in the local community, over 17 groups, 100 individuals and 5 schools. And this is Wendy, and it's not her job, and she does it anyway. So she could almost do it for volunteers. Well done, guys. Town and Community Council Awards. The Bionet Award for Town and Community Council that has achieved the greatest biodiversity impact goes to Gwersyll Community Council. Big numbers. They've planted over 2,000 native broadleaf trees to create a community woodland at Bradley Park. The trees will improve connectivity between existing areas of isolated woodland that provide habitat corridors between urban environments. They have lots of volunteers, business groups and schools all involved in the planting, and further improvements are underway this month to create orchards and wildflower meadows on the site, so work in progress. Well done. Last but not least, the Community Group Award. Shortest awards ceremony in history, and more speeches, that's what we need. The Bionet Award for Community Group that's achieved the greatest biodiversity impact goes to the Chirk Swifts and House Martins Group. The group is led by a concerned local, Hayley Garrett, who's been doing some amazing work to protect swifts and house martins in North Wales. Since the group began in 2021, they've created 130 nesting spaces for swifts and house martins through installing boxes, nest cups throughout Chirk. They are also actively involved in surveying the local area for nests, including the colony at Chirk Aqueduct, as well as rescuing, rehabilitating, releasing chicks that jump from the nests too early. In addition to these activities, they've also attended multiple events and started a Facebook group, now with over 500 members, to raise awareness of the bird struggles. It's a great example of the fantastic impact people can have on biodiversity in their local area. I need to come and have a look. Very well done. Thank you. No. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Mike, and thank you to all the award winners for all the hard work you've put in achieving that award. Many, many thanks. Right, so we've reached the end of the day, which I hope you've had an enjoyable time. Just a few housekeeping. Don't take your lanyards with you if you can leave them on the table. So it's my privilege actually to thank all the speakers today, and the event wouldn't have been possible without your insight and expertise you brought to the event. I'd like to thank the exhibitors and also those who've participated in the awards. Thank you to the staff of Venue Cymru, the tech team, the events team, the caterers, as well as staff from the partnership who've made today possible. So, Claire, Sophie and Astrid, take a bow, wherever you are, they are. And thanks to the authorities that have supported them in doing this. So I'd like to thank you for attending. Just a few closing things. I think what we've heard today are a diverse range of presentations. They've identified problems, issues and solutions, both in an urban and rural setting, and in the marine environment. That's been another dimension we've added this year. We'd heard from users and the problems that they face, the businesses. never really has there been a need now for more joined-up government, collaboration, and networking is probably one way forward. And networks such as Bionet are all part of this process. So thank you to the Bionet officers for getting this together. So, have a safe journey home, and thank you once again for attending.